Alrighty. Back in life support. And Doll is somewhere in here. Corrupted engineer up there. Technopaths are always, presumably somewhere in here too. Fuck me. Man, that is right there. Okay. Jesus. It's actually kind of worrying how it was right there on ground level. And I somehow didn't notice it. Can I come up there without using the... Okay. Let's go dancing around up here with the nightmare down there. I'd like to be able to get up there without having to use the elevator personally. Yeah, personally. I don't see any great ways past this point, though. Maybe... Okay, all good. Shit. Oh, it knows. Alright. Well, if I gotta use the elevator, I gotta use the elevator. There we go. Typhoners are actually getting a little bit more mileage than they usually do. Ow! Okay, we're moving. That worked. Broke my legs, but it worked. Bananas. Fuck you. Okay, so he's somewhere there. Oh, Tamiko. Aw. So... It's a shame, I like Tamiko. She's spunky. Jesus. Yeah, this is a mess. Oh, and a thermal phantom. Great. You know what? Not my problem.
Morgan, it's Dahl. In the Arboretum. Hurry.
What? He was just here. Was he not just here? Oh, Jesus. Okay. Well then who the hell was I chasing? He was here! Oh, fucking hell. How much time I got? I should have checked that before I moved. Ugh. Also should have gotten myself another drink before I started this episode. I will give them credit. This is, like, on a technical level, it really is very simple. But it's really working very well. It's giving me the sense that I've really got to hurry. There's people moving all throughout the station. Shit's going down. What the hell? How long? How long do I have? Some doll. I said hurry, but I guess I don't know how long I have to hurry. Was that door open? It was a major safety hazard that was open. It was. Huh. Well, now I'm wondering if I can actually get underneath this thing, but I guess I'll have to do that another day, because I think you have to go... I think to do that, you'd have to call the elevator somewhere else, come back down here, and then get in the elevator. And get in the elevator shaft while it's open. Which is, you know, a bad idea. This is such a trap. Like, this is so much a trap, it's not even funny. Also, what are these doors here for? Because none of these places we stop in... Oh, okay, well, I guess they stop here. I was about to say that they'll open on that side, so I guess not. Alrighty. And I can pop another suit integrity thing. Anything else? No, all good. Well, at least they're in the same place now, so I can kill one and grab the key off the other. Disabling the operators for the fire or taking cover is your best bet. Yeah, great. Fucking black boxes. I wonder if finding... I think I said this earlier, but someone earlier in the game, and the guy in the tube, I think, in the guts, he mentioned a black box thing, and I wonder if it would have foreshadowed this, or it would have given me a better way to fight these things. I don't know. No, these are fine. So I didn't take the elevator. Okay.
Morgan, Tal is breathing down my neck. I don't know how much longer. Shit.
Shit. Have fun. Is the elevator still going? Ooh. Okay. Jesus, I do not have long. Better be the right place. Hi! Got him.
I'll kill you quickly. No speeches, no torture. Clean and simple.
I blew his head off. Did I not?
Stop hiding, Morgan. Your head's already on the chopping block. You just haven't realized it.
Holy shit, he's still alive. Those must be some fantastic fucking neuromods. Because I blew his fucking head off. Great. Well, at least I stopped him. What? You're kidding. Alright, jackass. Round 2.
Morgan, you did it. I'll arrange transport with the medical operator.
I'll be
Then we
taking
can
that
see
off
about
you.
removing his neuromod. And hopefully gaining a shuttle in the process. You never cease to impress me, Morgan. I'm coming out now.
Yeah, might not be a great idea. There's still military. It's all over the place. I should have shot him. Yeah, so this is where I was.
I promised you my arming cape. All I ask is you hear me out first. And you can blow Talos 1 to pieces if that's what you think is best. I don't think you'll do it. I know. Because I used to think we couldn't be trusted to play with fire without burning the house down. But you convinced me. You showed me anything was possible, even if the price was steep. That part of you is still in there. We can make history, Morgan. Not those leeches on the TranStar board of directors, not Mom and Dad. You and I. Just like we planned. We've got the data to confirm what you suspected. The Carl is broadcasting a neural signal. A secret message reaching to the stars. What I want to know is what is the message? And who is listening to it? I think you know. Ever since we first tested the Typhon neuromods, you've known. This fabrication plan is for the null-wave device prototype you can see. It will hijack the Carl signal and use it to deliver a massive shock to every Typhon organism at once. Take it. And the army key, like I What? Morgan!
What the fuck? Well, that answers that question. Holy shit. Oh, and we've lost gravity. Oh, good. Yeah, I'm just gonna scan this thing.
You'll need to get down to the nearest clinic. Once that's done, I'll arrange transport with the medical operator.
Unconscious, great. Ow. Yeah, fear, no shit. Come on, come on. Cherished family photo. And secure, I think. So giant space fleet out of nowhere. Save Alex, Alex lost consciousness after the Apex Typhon and crack the Arboretum Dome. Okay, so that's easy enough. I didn't even know that was an objective, just thought, you know, I should probably get him out of here. Jesus.
Morgan, thank you for what you did. You could have left me to die. It's more important
Speaking of
than
leaving
ever
to
now
die.
that we finish this the right way.
The white way?
Take care of the null-wave device. I'll head for the bridge as soon as I catch my breath.
Jesus, crack the dome in like a dozen different places. Maybe you should have a giant fucking dome over your space station. Save doll. Nah. And we've gotten past the point. So if... Oh, Jesus. Okay, so it's trying to kill me. Good to know. So you don't want to get too close to those or it'll reach in and try and grab you. Jesus. So if I had gotten the escape pod and just ejected...
Talos. Mr. Tucker from HR would like to remind you that if your personal data has changed since the previous pay cycle,
Oh, it pulled my
please contact
sign
him
out
immediately.
entirely.
Mr. Tucker's office is on the second floor of the lobby.
So yeah, I need to just like take a breath here, because Jesus Christ, the whole game just changed, literally. Okay, so if I had taken the escape pod, that thing would have shown up and I just wouldn't be able to do anything about it. I'm kind of curious what the hell that means. Because I would have been back on Earth or out in space or something by then. If I hadn't... That's his arming key. If I had blown up the space station, it might not have shown up. I could probably still blow up the space station and try and kill that thing, but I think I'm going to try the no wave thing first, just to be sure. Yep. Mind without limits. And Apex Typhon. Heart of the Coral and Psychotronics. Ugh, great. Okay. Also, a bunch of these... Yeah, I like how it just dropped all the other freaking, I like how it just eliminated all the other optional objectives after, you know, the Apex Typhon shows up. Right, let's see if we can get a scan of this thing after I eat. Not it. God, that is crazy, though. Look at it. Tendril. Fuck off. Jesus.
More specimens required. Research complete.
I should leave. I should leave right now. Okay, so I gotta... What do I need to do? Fabricate them. Okay, so... in here. Fuck off. You too. Thankfully, it doesn't seem to be doing much except draining my psi. Integrity failure. No shit, Sherlock. Let's see what Morgan has to say about this shit. No entries found. Tiny part of the apex. Attracted the movement. Great. Also didn't seem to be able to, now shit, power's out. Well, not doing this here. And I'm not going back for the guts of this in this place. An elevator? Should probably use the elevator. I like how all the military operators are broken now. Do these work? It works. Good. Keep the good work. I was not expecting this. Like, yeah, didn't even register. So if you do anything, like even if you're just trying to get the arming key, if you're trying to do any of that, anything except escape, just escape, it's gonna show up. Which again makes me really curious as to what happens if you just escape. I mean, if you're trying to escape now...
we have no chance of getting off the station. We're trapped here.
Oh well. R.I.P.
Morgan, you anticipated the kind of appeal Alex would make. Sibling bonds,
What?
history. You programmed me to refute him point by point. However, we can skip that. A Typhon the size of a skyscraper is currently eating Talos 1 for lunch. Ergo, Alex is wrong. Destroy the station, just as you planned. The blast will take the monster down with it.
Destroy the station? But didn't you hear him? The null wave. Alex is correct. It could work and preserve what we have learned here. We have to try.
Igwe, look at the alien outside the station.
Of course it's a risk, but we've seen the generator work. To destroy all this, to murder a species, and the research lost. It's...
You were right, Morgan. We can't let these things get back to Earth, even if one of them hit Earthside.
Morgan, please. Destroying the station should be the last option, not the first.
Agreed. I agree with Igwe here. Where am I going? Psychotronics, right? Yeah, Psychotronics. Fuck off. I kind of want to go back up to my office and see what they have to say about it, like, in person. Yeah, let's go do that. Probably a terrible idea. In fact, actually, let's... Quick save. Hi. So I wonder if that's going to count as me killing him just because I didn't save him. Keep the good work.
Didn't you hear him? The null wave. Alex is correct. It could work and preserve what we have learned here. We have to try. Morgan, please. There's so much to lose. Destroying the station, that should be the final option, not the first one.
Okay, that looks good.
Dr. Igwe, this is the only course of action with a significant probability of success.
You don't know that! Why am I arguing with a machine with nothing to lose? Morgan, the null wave. The science is sound. Trust your brother on this. Please.
Sure thing. But first I'm going to bring some more shotgun shells. And also that thing I'm supposed to fabricate. Jesus.
The heart of the coral is in psychotronics, in the original containment cylinder. Placing the null wave device there will override the entire coral network with our own signal. Use your psychoscope to locate the exact spot.
Alrighty.
Typhon material inconclusive. Log calibration.
Inconclusive, sure. Well, hey, at least the nightmares are chasing us anymore. We've got entirely new nightmares chasing us. Gonna try and slide into it again like a fool guy. Okay, so from here to the bridge, which we need to access from the Arboretum. That has such a weakness. Everything is accessed through the goddamn Arboretum. Like crew quarters, the bridge, like it's ridiculous. All that stuff should be connected to the lobby. It really should. Could have had a whole nother third floor around our office. As I can tell, the only things on the third floor are the that boardroom next to the hardware labs. Hardware labs? Something like that. This is, whatever buildings up, whatever rooms up there. There's our office.
If the idea hasn't occurred to you, I'm sure it will eventually.
Jesus.
Don't do it. I can't predict what would happen if you scanned the Apex, but all my models point to suffering.
Buddy, do not have time. But your time's still shit.
Dr. Hugh.
Hi. Fuck off. Wow. Holy shit. Jesus. Oh, you're not dead yet? There we go. Okay. A couple things I need to do. First off is I need to repair my suit. And add some health. And I don't give a shit about my side. But the main thing I need to do is... Let's use... Oh, well, maybe I should care a little bit about my side. And now they're gone. What the fuck? Where did the mimics go? Up here? They flee? That'd be the smart thing to do. Yeah, no, cystoid nests. Fucking disappearing mimics.
Repairs needed. Please contact qualified engineer.
Whole room's radioactive. Fantastic. Man, can you imagine this one guy had been left here this entire time? Like, what the fuck? He's still here! Aaron, you're an idiot. Oh, Jesus. Go for it.
Checking for updates. Sequence outline. Alien threat detected.
Alright. Better.
Microgravity detected.
So I just realized something. There's a satellite here. Is that like the first person or first thing to get corrupted by the coral? Like from... Because he keeps mentioning that incident. With the Russian scientists, or Russian satellite, or whatever. Is this that satellite from that incident? Why am I even bothering? There we go. One of these two was that satellite, I think, and this entire station is built around them to study it. What the hell is this?
System alert. Repairs needed. Please contact qualified engineer.
I expect to see a corpse in here, honestly.
Kill them.
Adrenaline. And another dose of Morgan Cellite. Do it.
That should do it. Come to the bridge. We can finish this thing once and for all.
Assume Alex's plan succeeds. Then what? You're taking a massive gamble that there aren't more predators like the Typhon. In the history of the universe, humans have only recently become self-aware.
How is this a
Yet
problem?
you're going to kick the door open on a much wider and older cosmic ecology. One that feeds on consciousness. These are shark-infested waters. Alex believes we can be the bigger shark, but what if we're just poor swimmers? And now there's blood in the water.
How is this a problem how is that a problem that's going to be solved by blowing up the station? You know what? We're skipping this break. We're skipping the commercial break. This is too important. Yes, in the final episode, I am quoting Alex Jones. I do not have time for that poltergeist. Oh man, this would be the weirdest place. This would be kind of the most awesome and yet weirdest place to have a Dishonored crossover, where this is like the void coming through. I go through there on the bridge, I hit the button, whole thing goes off, and then the outsider just pops up on the bridge. I've been watching you. I've been observing you, Morgan, you. Both versions of you. And you're very interesting. I can't do a good outsider. I can't help but sound smug. So man, if I've been using Typhon powers this entire time, like spawning phantoms out of corpses and creating more mimics, and I would have made this problem like so much worse. Speaking of Typhon powers, yeah, these oh, actually, even better. Long Typhon power. Yeah, let's switch back to that one. God, that is freaky. It also doesn't seem to be doing much actual destruction to Talos 1. It's certainly hugging it, and it cracked in for the Arboretum, which, you know, fair enough. But it doesn't seem to be properly destroying anything just yet.
Attention. Station leadership has issued an alert. All personnel should be moved.
Need some food first.
To muster stations immediately.
And a suit thing. I'm low on those. And I should have the alcohol ready in case, you know, sudden fear strikes. I can't imagine why it would. Alright. I was not expecting a giant Typhon out of nowhere. I cannot emphasize that enough. Was not expecting that.
Microgravity detected.
I think I know how speedrunners have been beating this in like 20 minutes.
Insufficient Typhon material.
Because they basically just do January's thing. Fuck off. Because they basically just do January's thing and eject from the station. That's storage. What the hell am I doing? Man, those do not work well in microgravity. I wonder what would happen if I tried to exit the station right now. Would it just insta kill you and would it just eat you basically? Well, seems safe, for the most part. Alex.
What the hell have you done?
I've simply acted on Morgan's orders. Morgan.
Your operators locked me out of the comm terminal. We need to link up to the null wave device if we're gonna get that signal off before it's too late.
Consider the risk. Alex's plan if it works, is only a short-term solution. None of us has the right to endanger every life on Earth.
If anyone's playing God here, it's you. Your lunatic plan denies everyone a birthright to the stars.
You know how neuromods are made. The demand will only increase. In the future Alex envisions, many will die for the benefit of a privileged few.
I'm not arguing with a glorified desktop. Kill it, Morgan.
Sorry, Morgan. I won't relinquish control of the terminal. You'll have to destroy me. Which means you'll be destroying yourself.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
Oi.
I'm sorry, Morgan. I didn't want to harm your brother. The directives you gave me require I do everything in my power to ensure you destroy Talos 1 and all the Typhon. Detonating the station safeguards the Earth, and perhaps provides a small measure of reparation. I won't relinquish control of the terminal. If you want to activate the null wave, you'll have to kill me.
Zero hesitation. Actually, I kind of just want to... Like, I can understand having to go through that entire... I wanted to go through that entire conversation, see what that whole thing was. But I also want Alex to just be awake for this.
What the hell have you done?
I've Morgan.
Your operators locked me out of the comm terminal.
Problem solved. Don't think the game had I don't think the game accounted for that because he still dropped the pistol. Out of surprise, I guess. Alrighty. Ooh. What did that do? Did that kill it?
What is a neuromod? Well, it's both an easy answer, complicated one at the same time. It is the future, today. More importantly, our past, today. This is the work TranStar does. Every employee working together. It's immortality, and it is beautiful.
Really? Okay, I was expecting a bit more than that. Huh. So I'm gonna guess if I had just blown up the station, I would have given it. Man, that kind of sucks. Not the strongest ending, you know? Like, they build up to it that much, and they have those two just sort of screeching at you not to do it. That's kind of lame. This is a good game. I feel like the game bits really, really outshine the ending, though, because the ending is not... Ooh. I mean, this is actually pretty interesting. This is it here. Pretty sure it's pre-recorded. You can kind of see how the crew quarters went to hell. I was kind of hoping for it to explain some more about what the hell's going on. I don't know. Like, I would have liked, I would have appreciated actually more bits of, I would have liked to see more, because part of the problem here is I don't know how much I skipped exactly. Like, if I'd had more Typhon powers, if I jumped outside the station while that thing was out there, I might, the last thing I do in this save might be to do that, but I don't know. And I might do that on camera too. But if I'd done that, I'm hoping that gives you a little more insight as to what the hell the Typhon are. Because I feel like I missed a lot about that, exactly. Love this song though. That was a great moment. I was having an absolute blast playing it, but man, that ending is just really... I don't know about it. I would like to know some more information, so you can tell, like, whether or not, like... I don't want the game to tell me, you made the good decision, you made the bad decision. But I'd like to know more information on my decision and what it actually meant. I'm going to be replaying the game, obviously. I'm going to be replaying the hell out of this game, so I guess one way or another I'll find it out. Man. That's a really weak ending, though. Like, that was just, like... It was cool looking, but I don't know what it meant, and it just gave me a voiceover. It didn't tell me anything about whether or not that shuttle made it, or whether it had mimics on board or not. Something I'd really like to do is try and do like a cultist run, or just like, no, let's just let the Typhon take over everything and eat everyone. That'd probably be the just use Typhon powers run as well. See, what I'm afraid of is I feel like they're gonna make it so how you play your character, like the more you interact with the Typhon stuff, the more you splice up basically with neuromods. That kind of tells you more as you go through, which would be a cool way to do it. And I guess I'm not complaining about that. If it gives you all the information. If it gave you all the information, like no matter which ending you picked, that would be kind of lame. So playing a role and like playing a build and sticking with it for the end, that does have more weight to it. It definitely has more weight to it than Dishonored, for instance. Dishonored, all the same stuff happened, but then they weren't dealing with magical ink monsters from space. But even saying that, I feel like the ending was really, really weak, because it was literally just hit the button, it's a voiceover. And the game really did not know how to account for me just blasting January right there, because Alex still dropped his gun. He's basically unconscious, but not. I was hoping having him be awake would actually give me a little bit more dialogue, but nothing. I don't know. So there were 3 endings, as near as I could tell. There's blow up the station, there's use the null wave transmitter, and then there's escape the station. And everything sort of funnels into those. Assuming that escape the station is an ending. It might not be. Man, I picked basically the middle of the road, well, no. Yeah, I picked kind of the middle of the road option, because escaping the station is like, fuck it, this is not my problem. Blowing up the station would be like, this is our problem, this is our responsibility, we need to solve this as destructively as possible, essentially. A hidden location. Oh, hey, maybe I spoke too soon. Get some more info.
It's finished. How did it do?
Activation of the mirror neurons is promising. Empathy quotient shows to be exceptionally high.
It probably thinks it was dreaming, and nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends on it.
Whoa.
Ours too. It all comes down to the choices it made.
It saved me from the cargo container. I would have suffocated otherwise, and later it recovered the Lightner connectomes. They were of no practical use, except that they were deeply meaningful to me. It installed multiple Typhon-based neuromods. It could mean an instinctive return to its own kind, or an attempt to integrate its dual natures.
That's your
Kayla.
Well, no, lots of neuromods.
I would have died without my medication. That wasn't easy. That says a lot, I think, about its heart. Can I say that it has a heart? Then, there was a man in psychotronics, Ingram.
Would you let it live?
Yes.
Sarah, you're next.
The situation in the cargo bay was bad. None of us would have survived without its help, and it destroyed a large number of Typhon across the station. That has to be a good sign. Further, it thwarted Dar's attempt to use us as hostages. If it were one of my officers, I would give it a commendation.
Danielle, what do you say?
It never saw me, and it never ran into Volunteer 37. Hard to say what it would have done. A lot of humans controlled by the Typhon ended up dead. Not that it was easy to avoid, but I just don't think it's worth the risk.
In the end, he chose to activate the null-wave device. Why? To preserve the Typhon technology? We can't really know what its motives were for anything it did.
But we had to make a choice. You can hear us, can't you? Here. I want to show you something.
My hands.
What you experienced was a reconstruction based on Morgan's memories. This is the world today. We spent years trying to put what you can do into us. We never tried putting what we can do into you. Until now. You're the bridge between our species. I need to know if you see us. I mean, really see us. Take my hand if you do.
Kill them all or take Alex's hand.
We're gonna shake things up. Like old times.
Huh. That's kind of what I was hoping for right there. Wow. Okay, so that was a much stronger ending. Okay, that's actually kind of brilliant. The first ending kind of sucked still, though, I will say that. And I knew Danielle's show was fucking important. I knew it. I never saw her because she took off her goddamn bracelet. What really pissed me off, I don't know if that was a glitch or what, because it looked like it wasn't there, and I think I bricked up her bracelet earlier. But I don't know if it's supposed to, and I never... I guess because I didn't make a decision one way or the other on 37. I didn't zap him or kill him, I just let him kill himself, essentially. It didn't really matter what I did with that. That's really interesting, because I'm wondering, because you can either have them like you, not like you, and probably a whole bunch of gradients between. If they don't like you, then just fuck it, you're dead. If they like you, then they give you the choice. That is fascinating. And then it counted how many Typhon you killed across Talos 1, and because I killed a lot of them, I counted that. And it also counted... I don't know. I got an achievement there at the end. I and thou. You can play the game in the most empathetic way possible. Huh. Interesting. I don't know if you can see this. I've never checked if you could see this. I think you can if it records my monitor, but that requires a bunch more processing power. You can play the game without killing humans. That's good. I'm happy about that. Huh. So that was the world, like, just covered in coral. Man. I don't, it feels like they're setting up a sequel with that, sort of. I don't know how. And it explains a little bit more about what the coral was doing, what it was telling that was lying to me, but I think it might have still just been fucking with you. Man, I do not know what to make of that, but at least it's more interesting than the ending I thought it was. You know, Igwe, January, and Michaela in your office. You had killed Luca and avenged Abby. Is that the guy? I don't know. Huh. You completed the shipping and receiving objective, and no human lives are lost. That's cool. These achievements are actually really interesting, because these are the ones that kind of tell me, like, a lot of what was going on here. Like, with the ending, it counted a lot of the same stuff. I'm guessing if you complete the game without ever acquiring any Typhon power human ability, as this achievement says, they probably mentioned that. If you killed every human on and around Talos 1, they also will definitely mention that. Man, I don't know. Yeah, man, I'm sorry this has gotten really quiet. I'm trying to think about it, and it's just bizarre. Cannot wait until I replay this, let me tell you. Man. I'm taking a look at the hidden achievements now, and a lot of these, some of these I kind of understand what they are. Apparently, very, very few people have managed to do, killed every human on around Talos 1. Awkward ride home, as I assume, the shuttle. Man. I don't know what to make of that, I really don't. Man. Yeah. So that was Prey. If you've gotten to this point, well, you've already seen it. I've played it for a full day now, according to this. And that's all just on the bridge. And, if you've gotten this far, then, well, you've kind of spoiled it for yourself. You're an idiot. But if you still want to play it after this point, and I have not done all the endings, there's still endings to see. You probably know exactly how to get to them, but not what they are. Go play it. Good fucking game. And Arcane absolutely deserves all the money we throw at them, because holy shit, this is a fucking awesome game. Man. I'm gonna be thinking about this one. I'm gonna be really thinking about this one, just trying to understand what it is. It feels like they're setting up a sequel, like some kind of sequel where you, as that Typhon organism, the human Typhon blend, are going onto Earth and trying to figure out what the hell's up with the coral down there. But at the same time, like, there's, like, people like to talk about ambiguous sequel hooks, like, oh, maybe it could be a sequel, maybe it couldn't, but that's actually a really ambiguous sequel, because maybe it is, maybe it isn't. They could do something with it, but it works just fine on its own. It's just like, this is a test, this is a story we'll never see. I can hope that we see it, because that sounds like they can do something interesting with it. But at the same time, maybe they could do something interesting with it. Maybe they do something interesting with it, maybe they fuck it all up and it ruins this game too. I don't know. It's just, I don't fucking know, and I'm really goddamn curious. This is a really good indicator. This is a really fucking good indicator of what exactly Arcane is good at. Because Arcane's great at this sort of stuff. Like, Harvey Smith was like, he was one of the guys in the original Deus Ex. And it's just, there's some really good fucking writers in that team. And there's a couple crap ones. There's a couple of stories in here that I really easily predicted, or went exactly like I expected, but at the same time, for everyone that was, like, it went in a way that, there was another story that went in a way that I just did not understand, or I did not expect. I understood it, for the most part. I am kind of dumb. Man. And it makes me wonder what the hell the canon ending is, too, because no matter what you do, it still ends up, you're still at the end, it counts everything you do, but they still show you the screen, everything is on Earth, all the coral, all that stuff. The thing is, you don't know what happened, because Alex is still alive, which means that you can kind of piece together what happened. Alex is still alive, which means the station did not get exploded, or if it did, he was safe, and so maybe he was on the shuttle. But at the same time, it could be simple as, oh, that shuttle landed in Seattle, and it was full of mimics. I have so many questions. So many fucking questions. This is such a good game. But I really want those questions answered, and I don't know if they ever will be, and it's a little bit frustrating. Man. Well, that was Prey. I'm going to think about this, and I'm going to replay it again later. Yeah. I'm glad I recorded this. I'm really, really glad I recorded this.